Hey guys, welcome to the September team meeting. I know it's the end of the month, but this will be for September. So just want to say real quick right out of the gate, make sure we're signing the sign-off sheet for the meetings if you're watching these. I know August only has Jacob's signature on it out there, so see the photo right there. See, nobody signed it. So recap of recent events. We had another IntelliHot incident Friday. I still haven't determined whether it was a broken heat exchanger coil retraction or if it's just some bad O-rings in there, so I got to dig into that. But we got through it. We got it isolated, and Tried and True is going to come out and make some repairs on it. We're in good shape with it right now. We have 11 out of 12 heat exchangers going, so it's not that bad, not that big of a deal. But the saga kind of continues on the IntelliHots. Team member engagement survey, good job, everybody. I think we have one guy that didn't get his filled out. I got a little bit of hot water for that, but it's all good. The rest of you guys did it, from what I can tell. I think we scored. You guys gave the place, the hotel, and me pretty good scores. So appreciate that. We just got our fire sprinkler, fire hydrants, and our fire pump all tested by Goal Fire Suppression. They found a few sprinkler head issues that they're going to come out and do some work on, so heads up on that. But everything else tested out and good, and the inspection went well. We got through all the guest rooms, which was kind of a pain, but we got through it. So good job, Jacob, sticking with that team of guys and getting them through everywhere. Recently completed the replacement of the 2x2 lights in the ballroom. Shout out to Saeed on that. Good job. Jacob gave him a hand as well. Everybody's happy with how those are looking. We're trying to figure out the chandelier situation now. Those old chandelier bulbs, the curly Q ones, are super warm. We're trying to figure out how to get some lighting. We got the bulbs. We're waiting on Mercer Zimmerman to make some programming changes to where those new bulbs will be kind of dimmed down enough to where they're not super bright and they look okay in the space. So more to come on that. We had a positive Legionella test on our cooling tower, which is standard. We had one last year around the same time. We did the online disinfection for that. They're coming back. They came back and got more samples. We're waiting on the test results on that. It was just a small amount, not anything to be super alarmed about. And then we've also been having some issues with the dishwasher. I'm going to order more rods, probably 4 or 5 more rods. They're expensive. And then I'm going to get another bag of end cap rollers for the dishwasher as well. Saeed wants to do some improvements on it. I may go ahead and get Hobart on the line so we can get a bigger plan. But in the meantime, we'll do what we can to keep it going. Thing's a piece of shit. Let's see, nag section, as usual, things we can improve on. On the weekends or evening, guys, just make sure we're paying attention to the pool. If it needs to be skimmed, if it needs to be vacuumed, make sure the water level's good, and look into those chlorine hoppers, make sure there's chlorine in there. Look at the acid tank, make sure it's got some acid in it. And look at those controllers, make sure nothing's an alarm. Keep an eye on I'm going to keep an eye on the water level. Josh and Jason both mentioned to me that they thought we were burning through a bunch of water again. So more to come on that. I'm going to dig into that and see what we can figure out. I know it's a pain in the ass with this pantry cooler that keeps condensating up at the front desk, but nobody's going to vacuum it except for us, and then they're going to nag us about it. So please, end of your shift, beginning of the day, on the weekends, just pop down there, make sure it's been addressed, because they're going to call us and we're going to have to address it anyway. It might as well be proactive about it. You guys might just put that on your list for the day of things we need to check. I want to speak about attendance right now, guys. We all have sick time. We all have vacation time, and that's all good to use it. Please make sure that we're given as much notice as we can, especially if you're having a sick day. Please let me know as soon. If you're feeling sick at 7 in the morning, let me know then that you're feeling sick for the day. We don't want to be calling in after your shift has started. So, and we're, just to speak to that too, guys, we're a small team. We all rely on each other. let's just be punctual. Let's be on time. Let's cover the shifts, and let's cover our schedule and take care of business, please. I know I sent out some bitchy texts about taking lunch breaks. We've been through this before. If you're unable to take a break because you're just one man on the shift, we need to just sign off on that lunch sign-off sheet out there to cover your butt, cover my butt. In the event that we get in trouble for not taking lunches, I want to just have something documented. So it's not the end of the world if you're unable to take your lunch, but we just need to document why and put the date and cover our butts. So been getting some feedback from some other leaders and stuff about the smoking. There's a couple of you guys, one of them in particular is a leader on the team here, smoking too many cigarettes, hanging out outside the boiler room, just smoking out there all the time. It's okay to smoke on your break or on lunch break or whatever, but we don't need to be finishing up a task and going immediately to smoke a cigarette every 30 minutes. It's too much. It looks bad. The rest of the hotel is noticing it, and we need to get it under control. Or go up on the roof and smoke where nobody can see you. Quit hanging out right where everybody can see and just smoking. It's a bad look. Another thing we need to improve on, guys, is we got to see through these room issues. We got to see them through all the way to the end. So a lot of you guys are good about putting rooms in VM or making adjustments, pulling refrigerators out of unoccupied rooms, putting them in rooms that people have requested extra and all that stuff. We need to, if we put a room in VM, we need to put it in the pass on. We need to make sure that, when you leave work for the day, that doesn't just disappear out of your mind and then you show up the next day as a blank slate, okay? We're all grown-ups. We're a small team. We've got to communicate. We got to see things through, close the loop, and make sure that we are getting problems resolved. You take a room out for HVAC problems. Don't show up the next day and just act like it's a brand new day and there's nothing going on. Go take care of the problem or pass it on to Saeed, pass it on to me. Don't just leave these issues unresolved and then we got guests checking back into them. So step that up, please, and communicate with each other. Recognition section. I want to recognize Jacob. He's been covering a lot of people's asses on their shifts. He's been staying late till folks can get here. He's been covering a lot of time. So thank you, Jacob, for being solid on getting here and taking care of stuff. Just another shout out on the TMES. Thank you for the good scores. Important dates coming up. We got a fire extinguisher inspection coming up. I'm trying to get that scheduled, but somebody's probably going to have to join those folks and walk them around the facility to get to all the fire extinguishers. And then we also have a PM on our chillers coming this month. So just to put that on everybody's radar, Carrier will be out here at some point. Looking forward here, we got just be advised, and you guys all know it, it's that time of year where the temperature is getting, it's cold in the mornings, hot in the afternoon, back to cold in the evenings. If we're making adjustments on ballrooms, putting them in AC, putting them in heat, we need to put them in neutral by the end of the day, or at least look at the events report on the dry erase board, which you guys need to start paying more attention to that anyway, but get a feel for what's going to happen in these rooms tomorrow, or what the temperature is going to be like tomorrow for the next day, or just try to set each other up for success. Because if you put a bunch of rooms in heat and then you leave for the day and just forget all about work and go home, the guys that show up on the next shift got a shitstorm to deal with because the room's hot or cold or whatever. So if we had a BMS system, none of this would be a problem. We'd be able to schedule these events and it'd be easy peasy, but we don't. So we have to, we got to make sure that we're communicating and taking care of business the way that we should. I got a pallet of mini fridges on the way. They should be arriving any day. I'm getting bids on snow removal right now. Hopefully, if I can pull this off, we won't have to do too much snow removal. Probably just the sidewalks this year is my hope. We may use the truck for like 1 inch to 2 inches in the parking lot if we need to, but anything more than that, we're going to pay a contractor to come out and take care of it for us. It's ridiculous, kind of unfathomable to me that George and Kenneth and the people before all of us got here thought that we'd be able to handle all this crazy snow that we get in this region with that little F-150 and that little homeowner snowplow that they have out there. So it's a really pinchy way of putting us all in a shitty situation. So I'm going to take care of that. We're going to get some contractors out here to do it. We do have a Davidson internal audit coming in. Just so everybody knows, everything on our department is on point. All of our compliance stuff with our fire systems, all of our underground storage tank, all of our room PMs, equipment PMs, ballroom PMs, everything, pool records, all that stuff are up on point. Thank you guys for doing the dryer checkoff list. That's a huge thing. I know it's a simple thing for us to sign and initial it daily, but whenever it comes to these internal audits, they want to know that we're visiting that room every day. So great job, guys, keeping that thing going all year. You guys are the shit. You're awesome. We got a possible small amount of Panasonic coming back into the hotel. I wouldn't bet on it. Sales has forecasted a few rooms for October, but if history teaches us anything, they'll probably flake out. That's what they've been doing the whole time. Another thing, guys, the chore list that's hanging on the dry erase board out there, I made that thing for a reason. We got a lot going on here, and I know we're not at the level of staff that I wish we were at, but please try to be going through that project list, the chore list, get done what you can. If you got a slow period, or if there's 2 guys on and I don't give you an assignment or a project, go walk the building, look at the lights, go walk the guest halls, walk the stairwells. There's plenty of projects on that chore list that you can just walk around and document things for the team. Let me know what we need to order. Let me know projects that need to happen. For instance, right now we got a bunch of the letters or the numbers broken off on the guest room doors again. I've noticed, nobody's done a walk for a few months. I think Jacob was the last one to try to take care of that. Stuff like that we need to be routinely going through and trying to document. So keep working on that chore list. I'm going to hang a new one up. It doesn't look like very many things got checked off for September. So for October, let's check some more of those things off. And then I will update the project list. I've got some new things written on there. I need to delete some things off that we got done. But, keep busy. And you guys are doing great. But let's stay focused on the things we need to stay focused on. We're a small but mighty crew. And we got to keep the pedal to the floor around here to even just keep this hotel running and functioning the way that it is. I want to give you guys a lot of credit, though. Okay, we've done more business this year than this hotel has ever done in the entire time it's been open. So we will have, by December 31st, the last day of the year, we will probably have put somewhere around 100,000 rooms for the year. So kudos to the team. Kudos to housekeeping and everybody that's running through these rooms and trying to make sure guests are happy. It's a huge effort. It's a huge amount of business. And I know on these meetings it seems like I'm nagging a lot, but you guys deserve to be recognized. You should be proud at all the things that we've achieved and all the way that we facilitated all this business to come into this hotel. So great job. Last thing, guys, I made this corny little video on our YouTube channel with the wrench, WRENCH, and what each one of those letters stands for our team. This isn't a Davidson thing. This isn't a Marriott thing. This is a Brad thing. I know it's a little cheesy, but I wanted to make it something that was easy for us all to digest and think about. So please watch that video. Read each one of the things on each one of those letters. You don't have to, I'm not trying to get everybody to start being able to name all the things, and I'm not going to quiz you on it and be a douche about it, but there is a set amount of expectations that I have for you guys, and that you should have for yourselves. I want to take pride in this team, and I want us to be among maintenance teams out there. I want us to be a good group of guys that are getting a lot done and doing it in the right way. That little mnemonic device, wrench, that I made kind of encompasses all the principles that we should be trying to stay committed to here on the team. So please read through that. Just watch the video a couple times. And please try to commit to all that stuff. And I know you guys are, but stay committed to it. And let's just try to keep improving. Also, one last thing, HR has not been sending out training notifications on training that we've been missing. Check your emails, check your personal emails, or hell, even try to, if you guys, could try to log in the team computer in there, get your EIDs going, and let's make sure we got all of our training done so we're not getting nagged by people up above us. So anyway, a million other things I could probably throw on these meetings, but that's enough for this month. So keep up the good work, guys, and I'll see you around the shop.